Time to go now to our top story. Turkey's Prime Minister is expected to visit a hospital caring for the victims of Tuesday's attack in Sultanahmet Square in Istanbul. The suicide bomber killed 10 people and is believed to have links to Daesh. Investigations are underway and Turkey continues to fight the militant group. Enes Bayrakli, a political researcher at the SETA Foundation think tank, joins me now to discuss further. Thanks for your time here. Now, the Istanbul attack came one day after the international coalition against Daesh stepped up operations to cut off Daesh supply routes completely. How do you see Turkey and international coalition response to the attack here?
I think there should be a more cooperation in the international community, especially intelligence sharing. And also, this attack, I think, has a double message. First, it's a message to Germany, which has also increased its military involvement in Syria recently. And also, it was also a message to Turkey, and it was the Daesh was trying to influence Turkish economy and damage Turkish economy because the main target group was a tourist group, and these kind of attacks only can be prevented through more intelligence sharing, because we know that Turkey warned France before the attacks in Paris, and this wasn't really taken seriously by the French authorities. But however, Turkish intelligence agency has also warned Germany in New Year's Eve celebrations in Germany, and that's why there were so many precautions in Munich, and the festivities are cancelled in Munich in the end of the year. So I think more cooperation is needed in this way.
Well, tourism is quite a big industry in Turkey, especially in Istanbul, but we've seen terrorist attacks before in Turkey. In the past, have we seen a big drop or a big effect in the tourism industry from such terrorism attacks? And we're going to see that kind of thing again?
I think the thing is that these kind of attacks are trying to intimidate people. I mean, they are trying to create panic and chaos among the population, among the tourists. And this would be a wrong message to terrorist organizations that I think we should continue with our daily lives. That's what happened after the Paris attacks in Paris, or the attacks after the attacks in London. If we, if we are intimidated by these kind of terrorist attacks, then that would be a wrong message to terrorists. And I think Turkey is still a safe place for tourists and for foreigners if you consider it with other countries, because terrorism might strike anywhere in the world. And Turkey, as I said, is still a safe country for the tourists. Yeah,
certainly seems commonplace at the moment. Now, in terms of those whose lives were lost, many German tourists obviously, do you think that this was a particular target on these German tourists? And in terms of the attacker being a Syrian refugee, is that going to affect refugees living in Turkey?
Yes, I think Daesh is choosing its targets really carefully because the previous attacks in Turkey, they targeted leftist and Kurdish groups, and they want to create a civil unrest in Turkey and also influence the outcome of the elections. After that, we have seen the Paris attacks. And I think after the Paris attacks, one of the main aims of the Daesh was to achieve an attack in Germany. There were many attempts which were prevented by the German authorities with the help of Turkish intelligence agency. However, this time they chose a target inside Turkey, and they deliberately targeted German, I think, tourist groups. And there is also intense debate now in Germany after 1 million refugees arrived in Germany, and after this Cologne incident, after this sexual harassments of people in Cologne. And there is an intense debate about the future of refugees, the future of the Muslims in Germany. And that will also create more tensions in Germany. And that was also really carefully chosen target to provoke, let's say, right-wing, let's say, voters and right-wing extremists in Germany against Muslims, and to create more Islamophobia in Germany. And that's one of the aims of the ISIL, I think.
Okay, Enes, thanks very much for your time there.